COVID was like, it's either you do it today or you more or less forget about it because the world is shifting. Farming is said to be for the non-educated in African settings. It's the thing you do because nothing else worked out. But I oppose that. They talk about beekeeping as the man's type of job in traditional beekeeping. So I'm a woman and I'm trying to make it a women's thing. My name is Jerotich Kosgey. I am 23 years old and I'm the founder of Elmara Apiary, and I'm passionate about organic farming. Elmara Apiary is agribusiness that deals with apiculture. So I'm passionate about bees. So I trade in honey and beeswax. I'm hoping to expand into other apiary byproducts. Apiculture is the keeping of bees. So an apiary is just where the hives are. So if you have 5 hives and they happen to be in the same area, that's an apiary. So I'm from Elmara. That's my ancestral home. And so Elmara is a short form of Elmara. In early 2019, my dad actually mentioned something about the Ministry of Livestock and Agriculture and how they have a beekeeping course. I like farming. I'm sure I like beekeeping because it's more or less the whole thing. So I went to school for it. I graduated in January of 2020. And I think that's when it all started. COVID was what I needed, but I didn't know I needed it. So it was a good time to be in such spaces because it's all these conversations about how to improve your health as humans and how apiculture can help us create an income, but also have impacts on people's lives. But also it shifted my mind on what the future holds. As well as that, I think it's created true definition of why I'm doing what I'm doing. COVID was like, it's either you do it today or you more or less forget about it because the world is shifting. So I think it was the right time and the right place. So I took my hives to Baringo as well because I love acacia and the taste of acacia honey. I'm very biased, but I'll say it's one of the best honeys I've ever tasted. The hives are in Baringo. When they're ready for harvesting, they're transported to Nairobi. I do a very simple filtering and packaging process and it's ready for the customer. So I studied entrepreneurship in school and I think it gives me perspective on how to run a business. The biggest win so far is just starting. It took so much out of me to just start, but I think it's one of the bravest things I've ever done because business is not easy and farming is not easy. Being a young female beekeeper has come with a lot of challenges, but a lot of opportunities, which I'm definitely ready to explore. The main challenges is definitely just access to maybe just even equipment. Most equipment are not made for women. Women can really do things. I think it's just a matter of changing the narrative. How can you have access to funding? How can you have access to technology that helps us be more efficient? And how can we be the face? And I think women are better conservationists, if I'm being biased. For a young female beekeeper, I think it's been a lot of unpacking and learning. I definitely stand out. Farming is said to be for the non-educated in African settings, but I oppose that. I entered beekeeping and I stood out even more. They talk about beekeeping as the man's type of job. I'm trying to bring a modern approach to this. 80% of farmers in Kenya are women. So I'm a woman and I'm trying to make it a women's thing.